Muy buenas amigos de Ready para Exportar. Estamos hablando con uno de los principales países en el área del Caribe y uno de los principales mercados de la República Dominicana en el área del Caribe, que es Trinidad y Tobago. Hoy tenemos con nosotros a Shanna-Marie Israel, que es una de las encargadas de manejar una de las ferias más importantes, la feria más importante de los mercados de CARICOM y una de las ferias más importantes en el área del Caribe, que es la Trade and Investment Conference. Vamos a hablar con Shanna en inglés, pero ustedes van a tener la traducción en el momento. Welcome, Shanna, to Ready para Exportar. First of all, you work at the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturing Associations, TTMA. Tell us a little bit about TTMA.
Sure, no problem, Taiana. The Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association is a business support organization in TNT. It was founded in 1956 in the hope of keeping the wheels of the manufacturing industry turning. The TTMA promotes and encourages and assists in the growth and development of manufacturing industries in Trinidad and Tobago. The organization also acts as a representative for industries in dealing with government and in monitoring legislation affecting manufacturers. The TTMA is also responsible for the generation of market expansion, both regionally and internationally, through the mounting of local, regional, and international trade fairs, such as the Trade and Investment Convention, exhibitions, and foreign trade missions. So those are the main responsibilities of the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association.
Yes, and I think I should add that to the business people that are watching us, that TTMA is without a doubt one of the strongest private sector representatives in Trinidad and Tobago, and a strong voice for private sector also at the regional level, at CARICOM level.
That is correct.
So tell us a little bit about the Trade and Investment Conference. This year is going to be, what year it is?
The 21st installment.
Right. So this is, like I was saying before, the biggest trade show in
the English-speaking Caribbean.
Of the biggest in the Caribbean, right. So tell us about this year, because usually it's in July. So yes. Tell us why we have an October, and tell us the dates and some information about this year.
All right, so sure, no problem. The Trade and Investment in 2020 celebrates its 21st anniversary, and it remains an evolving, dynamic vehicle for our manufacturers, distributors, service providers to help promote themselves and increase capacity and returns. Usually, as Taiana, you mentioned, TIC is in July. But from early March, we would have started monitoring and observing what would have been going on with the pandemic globally. And of course, the unfolding effects of that, of COVID-19. So we would have noticed that a lot of different trade fairs and exhibitions, conferences would have announced their postponement or cancellation in some cases. And this would have been from March. So we decided at that point that we would have postponed the event. At that point, we didn't have a date in mind, but we would have said we would have pushed it back till the last quarter of the year. Of course, still thinking that we would have a physical event, because at that point, things would have been a little more manageable within the whole sphere of the pandemic within Trinidad and Tobago and in most places in the world as well. However, as the months progress, we would have realized that a physical event would not have been the most safe forum to have. So we decided to turn the event into a virtual one entirely. And the dates we decided on for the first ever virtual trade and investment convention is October 28th to 30th, 2020. Of course, the health and safety of Trinidadians, of Trinbagonians, and of course other persons around the world is of utmost importance. So that is the number one reason. And of course, we want to ensure that there's a continuity of economic growth taking place not only within Trinidad and Tobago, the region, Latin America as well, and all our trading partners. So we didn't want us to cancel the event. We wanted to make sure that there's still a forum that exists for 2020 where businesses, manufacturing, service providers can still be promoted for this year.
And of course,
yes.
Trinidad and Tobago is one of the sources of goods and services for the Dominican Republic. Besides the natural gas and the LPG, we also import certain things that no one else in the region has but Trinidad, like glass bottles and other pulps for manufacturing toilet papers and other things which only Trinidad can provide within the region, and helps also the competitiveness of the Dominican Republic. So if I'm an interested buyer to attend, what can I expect and how can I participate?
All right, so I will give an overall run through or breakdown of how the first ever virtual trade and investment convention is supposed to operate. So the new virtual format, it will take the form of a virtual exhibitor hall or virtual exhibitor trade show walkthrough, which is supposed to mimic the actual walkthrough of a physical show. So you will have virtual booth mock-ups, which is supposed to give branding and promotion capability. So it's supposed to look like how physical booths would look on a trade show floor. So you will see the exhibitors, their logos, company pictures, whatever they want on these virtual mock-ups. That's one aspect. Of course, each virtual exhibitor booth is interactive. So there are marketing prompter icons that you click, that buyers will, when they log on, they will click and they will see whether it's a digital flyer, a digital brochure, a link to a website, videos, photo albums. You can of course have live chats, whether it's in a chat box or through Zoom meetings, similar to what we're having now, as well as having webinars. We have our business education program that we also have at the physical show. We're going to have our business education program through webinars that will be taking place throughout the 3 days of the convention. So basically, buyers log on and they click their way through an interactive virtual trade show floor. They can attend business-to-business meetings as well as webinars during 3 days of the virtual TIC. And for buyers to subscribe to attend the show, it's free registration. All they have to do is log on to our website, which is up and running, www.ttma.com, and they either register as a buyer if they're representing a company, or a consumer if they are not representing a company. So there are 2 types of registration that we're giving the choice for.
Right, so it's going to be an interesting opportunity also to people do market research by attending the show and see what Trinidad has to offer and what the market works in Trinidad.
Yes.
And if I am a company and want to exhibit there, what do I need?
All right, so as an exhibitor, we are offering various packages, various exhibitor packages, which offer different marketing features, marketing, branding, and promotion features. These packages range from what we call the kiosk size to the pavilion size. We are currently sold out of the largest and the smallest package, but we have small, medium, and large packages remaining. These marketing features, again, are the marketing tools that promote the various companies during the convention. These marketing tools will act as interactive promotion features, along with, again, as mentioned before, the chat box capabilities as well as Zoom meeting capabilities that would be taking place. So during the convention live hours, company reps will be able to chat with persons who are coming and viewing the marketing materials. Outside of the convention live hours, these interactive marketing materials will still be operational. So persons can still log on and click and go through the convention floor and view the different marketing materials of the companies. If a potential exhibitor is interested, they can go and register on our website, again, www.ttma.com/TIC, and we are looking for our exhibitor registration. You're filling out the registration form, and one of our reps will get back to you. We will send you the exhibitor package options. You choose the best one that suits you, and then of course we'll send you all the information that you need to send in your digital content, your digital materials to upload and to furnish your virtual booth.
Yes, let me be one example for you, because I have attended several of TIC, and Dominican Republic have participated in a pavilion, whether sponsored by the government or sponsored by Caribbean Export, by others. But there are also individual companies that exhibit every year. And I must say that I never seen anybody that has a clear strategy, that participates really with a good plan, and that is not successful. This is a traditional venue for buyers, not only Trinidad, but also across other places in the Caribbean. And if you come prepared, because that's very important, it's really a very good place to do business. Besides the exhibition, I know in previous years you have had B2B for buyers. Do you have that this year?
Yes, so again, the business to business, the B2B meeting service is one of the most important functions and aspects of the trade and investment convention. So of course, we have to have it in the virtual rendition. Our B2B coordinator has started the process of matchmaking registered exhibitors with registered buyers, as well as matchmaking registered exhibitors with persons within the membership of the TTMA, and of course within other directories. So that is something that continues. That is something that's very important. It goes the extra mile of making sure that there are business linkages that take place outside of the exhibits during TIC. So yes, these B2B meetings will be taking place via Zoom. So you can have face-to-face, well, face-to-face virtually meetings, as well as the opportunity to make presentations during these meetings, because Zoom has the capability of screen sharing, as well as translator capabilities as well. I think if you have a translator logged on as well, they can actually be facilitated through Zoom.
Okay, great. Yes. We almost ran out of time, but I just want to ask you about the, you usually have also seminars and presentations. Are you having that this year?
Yes, so that is our business education program, and it's done with webinars, again, through the same virtual platform. So there will be a section on the virtual website and the virtual floor where you will click for seminars. If persons are interested in registering for the webinars that we have finalized now, they go again on our website, www.ttma.com/TIC/seminars. You will see the seminars that we have already set up. They can actually register. They click the link for the particular webinar that they're interested in, and they sign up, and they will receive their confirmation, of course, that they have been confirmed, and they will be able to join the webinar via Zoom on the particular day.
Great. So now you have it. There are so many ways that you can interact from your office or home with the Trade and Investment Conference this year. Thank you, Shanna-Marie Israel, for coming to Ready para Exportar and explaining how we can participate. And I really invite all the companies, buyers, and potential exhibitors to make use of all the different ways to engage with the Trinidad and Tobago market. Oh, I almost forgot. I have one more question because in the middle of the pandemic, a lot of people are seeing Trinidad is still closed for its border are closed for passengers, not for goods, but closed for passengers. There is still a lot of economic activity happening. Do you think it's going to be a very active TIC this year?
Yes, so as you mentioned, the borders of Trinidad and Tobago is still closed. However, Trinidad still is operating economically. As you mentioned before, Trinidad is one of the region's largest financial capitals, and we are still ideally positioned throughout in the region for trade and for ideal trade and investment. So the virtual TIC is meant to fill that gap. So even though the borders are closed, we still expect a high number of persons to register, a high number of persons to be engaging in the meetings and in the webinars, and we still expect a certain amount of financial gains to be made from TIC. Of course, it may be on a slight smaller scale because we do realize persons like face-to-face interactions. They like to come and see, taste, and touch. But this is the format that we have. We have to move in the new world, and as we call it, the new normal for business. So maybe next year we will have two formats, physical as well as virtual. But this year we are moving forward with virtual, and we are still pushing trade and investment in the region and beyond. So yes, Trinidad and Tobago is open for business.
I think you're right. We need to realize that that is the way moving forward. And thank you to TTMA for leading the way, because I'm sure after TIC, others in the regions are going to be encouraged to follow your lead. Thank you so much, Shanna, for coming here. And please engage with the Trade and Investment Conference in Trinidad y Tobago. Los esperamos a ustedes la próxima semana en Ready para Exportar y en